All right, good afternoon. So this is a continuation of your lesson, and for today, what I'm going to explain is how to subtract fraction. Okay, how to subtract fraction. Now, and mixed numbers. Okay, so subtracting fraction and mixed numbers. I think you need to have focus in this because towards the end of this lesson it's a bit complicated. Okay, so same with addition of fraction. There are two types. Okay, like signs and unlike signs. So let's start with like signs. Like signs. No, like fraction. Sorry, it's like fraction. Okay. For example, number 1, 5, 8 minus 1, 8. That is. Okay. So simply copy the number there. 8. Then 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, correct? Yes, it's correct, but it's not yet simplified. So you have to simplify your answer. Alright, so for 8, what's the GCF? GCF is 4, right? So let's just do shortcut now. I will not be giving you the process here because we discussed it in the previous episode of this video. So that's 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So this is your final answer. Okay? How about for a mixed number? Okay, the same rule. So mixed number. Let's say 3, 6, 9 minus 2, 5, 9. Okay, so that is, you subtract first the whole number. 3 minus 2 is 1. Yeah, then copy 9 as your denominator. Then 6 minus 5 is 1. This is your final answer. If the answer here, the fraction, is not yet simplified, then do the simplification. Find the GCF and solve. Okay, that's it. Okay, now with unlike fraction, I'm going to erase this because I'm giving you another explanation about unlike fraction. Okay, how to subtract unlike fractions. So number 1, 5, 6 minus 2, let's say 2 fifths. Okay, 2 fifths. You see, 6 and 5 is not the same. So just like what you did in addition, if it's an unlike fraction, you have to find the LCD. So find the LCD also of 5, 6 and 2 fifths, which is, LCD is 5 and 6 is, go directly, that's 30, right? 30. If you have a question how to get the 30, go back to another episode of this video, which is entitled Simplifying Fraction. You can see on how to find the LCD. No, not sorry. No, sorry, not simplifying fraction, but finding the LCD. Okay, I think it's also in the other video. Okay, so now after that, like what you did with the addition, divide this. Divide 30 divided by 6 is 5. Okay, 5 times 5 is 25. 25. Doing the other fraction, same. 30 divided by 5 is 6. 6 times 2, that's 12. Okay, 12. So minus, copy the 30 there. Then 25 minus 12 is 13. So 13 over 30 is your answer. Okay, so just follow the steps if you forget. How about for mixed number? Okay, that's number 2. 3, 7, 9 minus 1, 3, let's say 3, 8. Okay, so find the LCD of 9 and 8, that is 72. So minus first the whole number, 3 minus 1, that's 2. Okay, and then the LCD is what? 72. 72. Okay, and then 7, 2. Okay, I just copy the minus there from here. Okay, so 72 divided by 9 is 8 times 7. Don't touch number 3 there. Okay, again 72 divide 9 is 8. 8 times 7, that's 56. So 56. Doing the same, the other one. 72 divided by 8 is 9 times 3, that's 27. Okay, so that's 2. 72, copy there. Okay, now 56 minus 27, that is 16 minus 7 is 9, and 4 minus 2 is 2. 29. Oops. Okay, so therefore the answer is 29 over 72. If the fraction here is needs to be simplified, then find the GCF and simplify. Okay, now sometimes there are subtraction of fractions that you need to borrow. Okay, so I'm going to teach you on how to borrow from a fraction. Okay, remember when the usual, the basic subtraction of numbers like 13 minus example 135 minus 96. Remember, you need to borrow, right? Borrow from here. So this becomes 2, this becomes 15, because 5 minus 6 cannot. In my experience, almost many of the students, when they minus a smaller number by a greater number, what they do is they just put 1, because they think 5 minus 6 is 1, because 6 minus 5 is 1. So it's wrong. Okay, you have to borrow. So this becomes 15 minus 6 is 9. This is 2 minus 9 cannot. You need to borrow. This becomes 0, this becomes 12. 12 minus 9 is 7 is 9? 3. Okay, so that's 39. Alright? So, now, for fraction. Okay? For fraction. Let's say... by the way, you cannot borrow if it's just a fraction. So, it needs to be in a mixed number so that you can borrow. Okay? So, for example, 3, 4, 7 minus 1, 3/4. Okay? Minus 1 3/4. So, now, first thing you need to do is to check, okay, to know whether you need to borrow or not. How do you know that? How will you know that? By finding the LCD first. So let's find first the LCD because these are unlike fractions. Okay, so that's 3. I just copy that 3. Okay, the 3 minus 1. Okay, then the LCD of 7 and 4 is 28. 28. 28. 28 divided by 7 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Okay? 28 divided by 4 is 7. 7 times 3 is 21. Alright. So 21. You see? 3 minus 1 can. That's 2. Okay? But 16 minus 21 cannot. So it means that there is a borrowing step that is involved here. Okay, so how do you do that? Okay, now for this one, listen very carefully. What you need to do is you subtract 1 from 3. Whatever the number here, you have to subtract 1. So in this case, that's number 3. Subtract 1, that's 2. Okay? 2. Alright. And then, forgot to put there. And then, what you will do is, you add 28 plus 16 and write it here. Okay? So 28 plus 16 is what? 8 plus 6 is 14. 1. 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 1, 4. 44. And then copy 21 there. Just copy because you don't need to touch that number there. So now you can minus. So 2, that's 2 there. And now you can minus 44 minus 21. That is 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2 over 28. So the answer is 2, 23, 28. Again, if the answer here is simplifiable, then simplify. Okay? I hope you understand the simple steps of subtracting fractions with unlike signs and that needs borrowing. Okay, so I hope you understand. If you have questions, you can ask me down below or you can just message me. Thank you and bye bye. God bless.